Happy Wednesday, everybody. We got a full hour of hoops coming at you.
Well, the top shot streets are a dangerous place, so you better tune in to a credible face like this one. Yeah, this one. And you know he's not alone, and they're coming in hot. We got a Lake So Stan and a guy who really likes baseball. I don't know why he likes baseball.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Thanks for bearing with me this morning. We sound like dog doo-doo because we had some IRL stuff last night and my voice is trash. Honestly, if this were the OG days, the old days, I would have started the show with, what's up, everybody? This is the Mike G. Doucette from the First Man. But it's good to be back here. Who do we have in the streets this morning? The Captain Fenny, says the Shai kid. Milo stopping by to say hello. Devlar, we the people. Aaron Borland, the Top Shot Common Man, Eagle Putt, F and Nico, J Boos, DJ Local, BD's in the house, Stubbs, Ivy Shot. Yeah, Ivy kind of had a weird game last night. To the house, Rowdy Rod, Blazemore, Shigs, Greek Freaks here, J-Light, who took down some GPP action last night in the DraftKings street. So congrats to J-Light. Beers on him. Snoopaloop, airplane mode, Cameron Quinlan in the house. Hey, Cameron Quinlan bringing out the guns yesterday for the full Zakarian defense on Twitter. Good to see that. JP, what's up, JP? Anthony Reagan, the Rhino. Rad Dad's here. Good morning. Good morning. Like the stream, subscribe. Yeah, it was funny, dude. It was so funny. I don't see a lot of stuff on Twitter, mainly because there's some accounts that got muted who complain too much about life in general. But there's also there just sometimes people don't tag me when they're talking shit. So it's funny to see someone's talking shit saying I was getting juiced SoRare moments, which I love the idea that they are juicing it because I'm an influencer by giving me something I can't actually sell. So that made me laugh anyways. It made me laugh. But yeah, good to be back. This is the plan for today is we got the NBA show. We'll cover some hoops, take a peek into the Top Shot world, and scroll over to SoRare as well. And then, you know what? I don't feel like I have an hour of content today, so this will be fun to see what kind of chaos ensues. Typically, we have the football show at noon today. It's going to be a big old TBD. TBD. We're gonna see where I'm at because we also have Shot Tank tonight too. We're not gonna overdo it if we don't have enough stuff to talk about. So I'm gonna do some homie works and then see what we got. We also put together both on YouTube and on Twitter and on the TikTok some SoRare value plays. So check that out. And then Shot Tank is on Top Shot Talks channel tonight. So that's most of the business for today. Do me a favor, like the stream. I fire up a giveaway too. We'll fire up a giveaway because our man Sneeps came through and gave away something yesterday, and I didn't give away anything. So here we go. Like the stream, subscribe to Team Hold, hashtag 4rings. 4 rings. I got to tell you guys, I've noticed numbers for the morning show are down the last couple of weeks. Like, we still get there by the end of the show. Do you think people hate Zakarian, or are they just like, I need a break from Top Shot? You think, which one do you think it is? Or did we just overdo it last week and that people were like, I need a break, man? Jump Shoot says broke down and bought some limited SoRare cards. Good luck on your free limited card, Mike. I got a gram. There you go. You get a gram. Also, I just realized that nostrils. I just tried to. We're congested, boys and girls. We are congested. What else we got? Juice SoRare moments make me salty. I know. Ladder. Yeah, I think people are tired. I think we went hard. We went hard for a little bit. People are tired. Also, I gotta tell you, this weather's fucking with me too, guys. I don't know where you guys are, but here it's been dreary 3 days in a row, but it's like this weird muggy. It's just not great. It's not good vibes. Viewers tanking like the Top Shot market. LOL. Need the Sawyer drop. I know we do need the Sawyer drop. Let's get into some hoops and then we'll go. We'll do what we did yesterday, right? So we'll check in on what's happening in the Top Shot marketplace as we go through the games. There were some fun games last night. So for you guys that don't know, I host trivia on Tuesday nights at this great bar in Midtown East Manhattan called the Greats of Craft. And the weird thing happened yesterday. Allagash sponsored it. And I don't know, like we usually get a pretty good crowd. It's usually a full house for it. But I don't know if people like saw that Allagash was sponsoring it and there was just like a million people there. It was just so freaking loud. And normally that would mean we have to like, buckle in and do a good job to keep everyone's attention. But the Pelicans Mavs game was on and it was such a good game. I found myself getting distracted quite a bit. And considering like that there was no Zion, there was no Brandon Ingram, you're kind of like, all right, Mavs will bring the Clampies out and that'll be it. This is almost like a scheduled loss for the Pelicans. No need to overreact. Pelicans came out balling. I think they put up like 30 something points in the first quarter. I was a little pissed off because I had my man Joe Val in my DraftKings lineup and he looked great in the first quarter. And then was like, what if I just don't try for the rest of the game? So that pissed me off. But the Pelicans held on tight. They got up to a huge lead. Mavs came storming back at the end. We saw the Mavs defense in the second half. The first half, they really didn't do it. They really weren't interested in defense. But in the second half, they put the Clampies on a little bit more. Luka had 37, 11, and 17. 37, 11, and 17. Luka's just so fucking good. Dinwiddie had 24 and 5. Christian Wood off the bench with 23 and 6. If you knew the Pelicans scored 113 points, you knew that there was no Zion and no Ingram. You would have been like, what? So CJ went for 40. CJ 14 and 11. Their leading scorer was Trey Murphy with 22 and 5. Like they didn't even have anybody go nuts. They just had everybody chip in like 12 to 14 points. Yeah, Jump Shoot saying Luka with a nice ass pass. He did. Luka, if you didn't see it, he was on the ground from the corner. Or like on the elbow almost, and then threw a bounce pass from his donk and got it up there. We got to get the Luka magic drop, right? We have to right the ship.
Luka magic.
Jay Light saying Trey Murphy balled out. No idea who that was. Dude, Trey was like my go-to value guy. The only reason I'm aware of some of these value guys on New Orleans is so many times, right? Like Zion missed a game or Ingram missed a game and all of these guys got like vaulted into roles. Yeah, him and Najee Marshall. Dude, the Pelicans were just throwing waves of dudes at you. Just waves of dudes. That's a pretty good win for them, man. That is a pretty good win. They should feel good about that. Rad Dad said hustle and slow challenge reward for that ass pass. I hope so. Great game though. That was my favorite game to watch last night. Honestly, it was the only one that stayed close. We'll talk about Suns Warriors in a second, but it was really good. Trey Murphy is good. Don't make fun of me again. No, did I make fun of you, Shakes? Let's go over to NBA Top Shot and we'll check out, or actually, let's go over to Own the Moment, the official sponsor of all things Team Hold in the Morning Show. Welcome to Team Hold in the Morning Show. Let's go see Doc Delta. Good to see you, sir. Let's go over here. I want to do a full market check-in in a bit, but I don't want to do that yet. Let's see. Luka's not really a fun one. What I will say though, this is a better a better view. Like yesterday when we did this, right there, the challenges were in play, so it was a little bit trickier to get a better idea of like how the market's interacting the day after of a game. But this one we don't have, so we can take a look. So we're sorted by 24 hours. Listen, Luca 3, but that's a hollow, whatever. That doesn't really count. That's up 2%. The playoff moment from Series 3 is up a little bit. His throwdown's up a little bit. That's good to see. His seeing star. Oh my God, the seeing star is $15. And then his base set Series 2 assists out of 15K. All up a little bit. All up a little bit. So that's good to see. That is good to see. I love seeing movement after good games, right? You had some. Oh, that's right. I do remember this, Shiggins. I do remember this. Daniel Lopes, GM. All right, so that was Luca on the Pels side. I don't know. Trey Murphy's on here, right? Yeah, let's look at Trey Murphy. The turd. Okay, he's down 4. Okay, so no one really cared about Trey Murphy's game last night. Nobody really cared. Yeah, we get the Wiseman challenge today. This is true. This is true. Do the Warriors play today though? I know we have like 11 games. I know they played last night. Makes me less confident that we'll see some Wiseman planning. Yeah, Warriors don't play tonight. That's too bad because I was hoping we were going to get a little Wiseman burn in there. The Luca 3 hollow counter when you still owned it. Yeah, well, PPE up early this morning, huh? Yeah, but we own the Luca Series 2 hollow, sir. That's really it from that game of guys I wanted to take a look at. I can't imagine everyone was like, dude, I need to buy a Spencer Dinwiddie last night. I don't imagine that happened. The game that actually led off the slate last night, the Wizards beat the pants off of the Pistons 120-99. Wizards 3-1 now. I don't know if we need to start taking them a little bit more seriously. I'll have to double check like who they've actually beaten. I'm going to do that right now. Right here. Because I'm curious if they've gotten any real wins or if it's all stuff like that. So they've beaten Pacers, Bulls. They lost to the Cavs, beat the Pistons. Whatever. Bradley Beal went down halfway through this game. That was a bummer. Hopefully it's not too serious. Will Barton kind of took over. But on the Pistons side of things, Bojan was the only one that really got hot. He went for 25. Cade was like 19-3. Beef Stew had a double-double, 13-10. The Coos had 25-6, and then the poor Zanger had 20-7. I don't know. Considering the people in the chat, how have you not been sponsored by erectile dysfunction treatments? That's a great question. That is a great question. I'm honestly surprised because, I don't say no to much outside of a few sponsorships. There's a few sponsorships I will say no to, but boner pills I'm here for. So I don't know. I'm assuming a lot of you guys do have subs to like some Blue Chew or whatever it is. Slide into the DMs, Boner Patrols. You know what I'm saying? Anything we can do to help. Wiseman doesn't need to be playing tonight. They just simply include a moment of his as a requirement. Yeah, no, I could see them doing that. I feel like it'd be more fun if the Warriors were playing tonight. That's all I'm saying. Shiggins, are we asking JJ questions? No, there's no secondary market yet. There's no secondary market yet, but you can still just buy one. Mint's still going on. The mint is on. So you can still buy them and select team hold if you do. Beal did come back in. I thought they said he was out for the game. But anyways, I don't think there's anything really to take away from the Wizards Pistons. I guess we could check in on Cade and see how his TSD is doing. We can take a look at that. I can't imagine anybody was like, 19-3, let's scoop up a Cade. His rising star, the low ask of that is at 78. That's up 13% in the last 4 hours. Okay. And then we have his TSD still hovering around 215. And there you go. That's the goods on Cade. Man, I'm stuffed up today, boys and girls. We're stuffed. I'm realizing in real time, 4 games. It's not going to take long to get through this shit. Yeah, we do have the W squad goals coming tomorrow. That is true. All right. Third game of the night, OKC Clippers. SGA back off of missing a game. Man, SGA is so good. He might be my favorite player right now. There was a lot of consideration for a Son or Klay Thompson to get on the thumbnail, but SGA had to do it. He 33, 8-5, man. He's so good. It just like really bums me out that Chet Holmgren's missing this season because I'm not saying they would have done any real damage, but I feel like that team would have been a lot better than we're giving them credit for. the Clippers sucked. No Paul George, no Marcus Morris, no Kawhi Leonard. They threw the B team at it, and you got B team energy. I think like only 2 guys or maybe 3 guys hit double digits. Zubac had 10 points and 14 boards. Luke Kennard at 15. And then Trey Mann, who it's funny, as I was building my DFS lineups, Trey Mann was going to be my first guy in if SGA was out. But you could have played them both. Trey Mann went for 25 and 4. I feel like SGA continues to be pretty underpriced here on this platform, or maybe it's properly priced and nobody just gives a shit. But let's take a look at the Shai. He right now, wow, his TSD is 185. Good Lord. But the only moment that's up in the last 24 hours is his MSFE, which is up to $13. So that's kind of a bummer. That's kind of bummer. Oh yeah, Zubats had 7 blocks. I did miss that. Zubats, man, the only thing that holds Zubats back is the way that the Clippers play, where because they have 42 dudes on their roster and they've got some dudes that can play small ball 5 like Marcus Morris or Rocco or even Batum at times, that Zubats' minutes get limited at times, but he's good, man. Zubats is good. I don't know if there's anything else to take away from that. Like, OKC is going to be bad. The Clippers are going to be good. But on last night, that's not how it happened. So the Clippers are now 2-2. The Tunda are now 1-3. Zubats with 52 score last night. Yeah, man. Yeah, that little boosty action, right? Oh, the 7 blocks, that'll do it. Speaking of SoRare, there's a link in the show notes. I'm going to drop one down into the chat. It's fun, like on the creator side of SoRare. Something that's been kind of fun is being able to see how you guys are getting active in there. And it seems like the bug has hit y'all in the last like 48 hours. So that's been kind of fun to watch. PP, you play on FanDuel? That tells me all I need to know. DraftKings for life. And then the last game of the night kind of sucked. It kind of sucked. And here's why. I thought I understand why they booted Klay from the game, but man, that was so lame. It was so lame. It took the wind right out of the sails. The Suns went on a run. I mean, I think the Suns are going to win that game anyways, based on how it's going. Can I just say something though? I know I tweeted this out. Why? I want to show you this first, this tweet first, and then we'll show the second one. I will never understand the amount of gel referees use. Also, look at Shiggins. I didn't even see this, Shiggins. Good reply. I will never understand the amount of gel referees use. And then, yeah, you can see Pavetta right there with his gel. And then the next tweet was right here, like Ed Malloy auditioning for Mad Men. I don't get it. Why are they going to wear that much gel? That's like the most white guy energy I've ever seen. Why does your hair need to be slicked back? What was going on? Gordon Hayward used to do this too. And if there was ever an NBA player that could double as a referee, it's Gordon Hayward, right? But man, it's just too much gel. Who are you trying to impress? What's going on here, Ed? Why? Why that much gel? Like, how long does that take? It looks like he got the second he got out of the shower, he's like, that's too much gel. Sponsored by LA Looks. I know, 1950s energy. Exactly. It's very confusing. When NBA Top Shot that, dude. JP, you watching NBA Top Shot that? Tell Austin I need this. It's embarrassing. But anyways, that game kind of fizzled out a little bit after having some spice early. I also noted yesterday, I feel like the Suns Warriors in the regular season, they play each other like they've had epic playoff pasts, like that they've had these big series and it's like aggressive and everything. I can't remember a good playoff series between those two teams. Definitely not the current iterations. I feel like we are due, whether it's the Western Conference Finals or whatever, we are due for like a big time Western Conference series between the Suns and the Warriors. Like I need like 6 or 7. You ever sweat hair gel into your eyes? It's horrible. No, Matt, that's exactly what I'm saying. So here you go. Here's a little story. We're talking about like what kind of weird chaos we're going to get into in 4 games. Also a good joke by Bacon Grease, Pomade, also good stuff. When I was in high school, I played a lot of sports. I ran track for a little bit too. I was a long distance runner, and I remember, and not so much hair gel because I didn't wear a ton of hair gel. I've always been a pace guy myself. But but I had some acne back in the day. And so I was on that proactive shit before Adam Levine made it cool, which also proactive. Slide into those DMs, poster boy. Look how clear that skin is. All you can see is the bags under my eyes now. But that shit, I'll never forget because I used to run the 2 mile and indoor track. I was pretty fast, dude. We're talking like 10-10. Ran like a 10-10 2 mile. Okay, look it up. That shit would come down and it would be just fiery into the eyes. It would get into the mouth. It would taste disgusting. And it made sense that you could put this topical cream on and it got rid of all of your acne because of the way that burned my eyes. It made sense. Figured you were a Moose guy? No, dude. No, man. Come on. People, a lot of Moose fans in the house. That's how I can tell how old y'all are. Josh is saying, I think we'll see that epic Warriors Suns playoff matchup this year. And then Top Shot Common Man saying in a 4-5 matchup. I like that. I like that take. I like both of those takes. I hope we get one this year. It's funny because it doesn't seem like they hate each other, but they definitely don't like each other. Anyway, sorry, I got sidetracked there. Back to life, back to reality. The Suns won 134-105. Really nothing to write home about stat-wise. We had Curry at 21-8-7. There was a fun moment on the stream yesterday, on the broadcast yesterday, where is it Harlan? Kevin Harlan was talking about Steph not missing a free throw, like immediately jinxed it. Oh yeah, there we go. Snoopaloo put it right in the chat. Steph should get a moment when he missed the free throw and blamed the TV broadcast. It was pretty funny. And then when they cut back after commercial, he had went over and talked to him. That was really funny. I enjoyed that quite a bit. But Steph had 21-8-7 in like 30 minutes or so. On the Suns side of things, Ayton was weird because it felt like he had a good game, but I feel like he's got stone hands sometimes. Like he just makes everything a little bit harder than it needs to be. But Curry 21-8-7, Booker 34-7. Booker had a really good game. He seemed jacked up a little bit. And then Jock Landale was 17-7. But it's 17-7, but it felt like 30-10. Jock was just sniffing on him. Like it felt like he was the best player on the court a couple of times. But that was it for last night's action. A small 4-game slate tonight. Here, we can look at tonight's schedule so we can see what's going on. Anything that we need to pay attention to, we'll go look at the schedule. Let's move it over to ESPN. Let me blow this up a little bit. So tonight, we got Orlando and Cleveland. Yay. Then Atlanta, Detroit, Charlotte, New York. I don't care about any of these. Philly, Toronto will be fun. Brooklyn, Milwaukee will also be fun. Indiana, Chicago, San Antonio, Minnesota, Houston, Utah again. So these two teams just played each other back to back. Lakers, Denver, and then Miami, Portland. These 10 o'clock games are going to be great. Lakers, Denver's fun because last night they announced that, or yesterday they announced that Russ is sitting tonight with a hamstring, I think. So of course everyone immediately was like, he's gone. He has to be gone at this point. I feel bad for him, man. I'm sure he wants to be gone. It doesn't look fun, right? It looks like the fun has been sucked out of not only Russ, but the Lakers team. And listen, I want the Lakers to lose as many games as possible. I want the Pels to get a good pick. But it's now feeling sad. It's feeling like the Western Conference's Ben Simmons. I'm not saying that Russ and Ben are the same, but just that the energy feels very bad. I don't like anyone just living in that world, So I hope they're able to figure something out. I hope it's not a John Wall situation either. Like I hope they're not just saying, "Hey Russ, we're going to pay you to be away from us." But if he doesn't get traded, I saw Jay Skeets tweet something out like that you can bet on whether Russ is traded before Thanksgiving. And let me tell you, Russ is gone before November 1st. And I don't know if that means he's traded before November 1st. He will know he's not. I don't know if Russ plays another game for the Lakers. It just is it's not great. The teammates seem frustrated with them. Like you can't. I know LeBron is built different in the sense that anytime he doesn't like something, he makes sure to not like verbalize it, but he like throws his hands up like he did when Russ took that bad shot at the end. And it was a bad shot, but like you just can't. The vibes are bad. And the Lakers have to be in win now mode. And whether they trade Russ right now or he goes home, it's clear that the Lakers will be a better team without Russ. And this isn't even trying to be Russ slander. This fit is so terrible. I think everybody needs to be blamed, right? Like, because it's not Russ is not shooting the ball well, but you can't point out a Laker that is shooting the ball well. And you can tell LeBron's in like total fuck it mode. Let me see. I'm gonna pull up Basketball Reference real quick, but I'm pretty sure Russ is shooting like 3,000 3-pointers a game right now. Let me pull up LeBron real quick. I know I'm not sharing screen because you don't need to see Basketball Reference, but so far this year, can I see how many threes he's taken? Sir. Wow, LeBron's been playing for a while. It's been a while. All right, 3-pointers. Let's see, 3-pointer attempts. All right, he's averaging. So he's 9 threes a game. He's hitting 2 of 9 threes. 2 of 9. 2 of 9 a game. It's pretty bad. That's LeBron, not Russ. What else do we have? You saw does Russ have any friends in the league? Does anyone like him? That's the odds have no professional. It's odd no matter the industry. Yeah. I don't know. I think people like Russ. I do think there's people that like Russ. They're just in a terrible spot. He's in a terrible spot right now. Lakers are playing pretty good D, but can't hit anything. Yeah, dude. So the shout out the NBA Athletic show. Ready. The Lakers have the second best defense in the entire league, and it's the worst offense in the entire league. But do you know how hard it is to not win any of your first few games, to having the second best defense in the game? And their offense is so bad. There's like a 6-point differential between them and last and like the team in second to last. And I wish I had that up in front of me. Again, I'm pulling that from the NBA Athletic podcast. It's ugly. Also, Matt Loftus. Let's go, Matty Loftus. Welcome back, sir. Welcome back. Send Russ to the Hornets so we can have a better shot at the first pick. Russ would make any team in the league worse off. Russ is making $37 million, so we don't need to feel bad. He's making more than $37 million. I think it's 47 jump shoot. Yeah, I think the situation's bad. Regulator was asking, are the Wolves in trouble? Dude, the Wolves thing is, I don't think they're in trouble. It's way too early for that team to be like freaked out, right? They still have, I know they lost. What's their schedule so far? They lost to San Antonio the other night. Before that, they've lost to the Jazz and the Spurs, but they've beaten the Thunder twice. So yeah, they haven't really beaten any good teams, or lost to any good teams for that matter. But the only thing I will say, dude, Karl Anthony Towns is so corny. So there was a tweet yesterday where, and I think Zach Harper was the one that was like, as Cat gets older, his faux leadership gets weirder and weirder, which I thought was a great call out, because there was something they were talking about Anthony Edwards, like in his conditioning, being ready for back-to-backs, and Cat was like, yeah, you guys all laugh when he talks about eating Popeyes, but like, I don't like that. That doesn't sit right with me. Listen, Karl Anthony Towns is really good. He's like one of the best offensive big men. He's a really good offensive big man in the league right now. He's an incredible shooter from outside. What have you done that has exemplified any sort of leadership outside of disappearing in the playoffs, just like being weird? The question Cat was asked was framed weird too for full. Yeah, totally. It was. But I just like, man, I don't know. I wouldn't go. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I would not do that. And this was after Ant saying he likes to play small. I know it was weird vibes. Where there was another good thing I wanted to share that I thought was funny in the chat that I now can't find. I wonder if it was deleted. I can't see it anymore. But yeah, that I don't think they're in trouble though. I'm not going to overreact to that. I just think it's funny to point out that Cat continues to be a little weird. But Minnesota's going to be fine. What's their upcoming games here? They've got the Spurs tonight, like we already said, which I can't imagine they lose back-to-back games against the Spurs. The Spurs have already announced that Devin Vassell is going to miss that game, so it's primo season. And then what else? Who else do they have coming up? Yeah, San Antonio Lakers. They play San Antonio 3 of like their first 7 games. So San Antonio Lakers, San Antonio, but then it goes Phoenix, Milwaukee. So I think Minnesota will be fine. And yeah, I agree. 4 games in, taking a little bit to adjust with Rudy. So, yeah, I wouldn't be worried. It is a little frustrating, especially because you're seeing some of the teams that we didn't expect to do well, like the Spurs, like the Jazz, even the Blazers are continuing to cook. So, um, yeah, I don't know any other NBA specific storylines from the last couple days that we need to hit. I think the Brooklyn Milwaukee thing tonight will be pretty interesting because I know Brooklyn still has a ceiling, but I imagine Milwaukee's going to beat the piss out of them. Milwaukee's only played 2 games so far this year, and even without Middleton, who I believe is still out, they're going to go out there and just smoke them. I really want Ben Simmons to turn it around just because it's becoming sad. I do think he is a good basketball player, but man, we're not seeing it right now. And I feel like this is a snowball effect situation. If this continues, I don't know if he got that dog in him. And if he doesn't, and he's continuing to take a beating like he is right now, I can see this going up in flames fast. Um, Minnesota will be fine, but I don't think they are 100% top 6 in the West. Yeah, I mean the West. Listen, Grizz. Let's take a look at the standings right now, just for fun, because I mean it's early, but just looking at how deep and thick the West is. Right where you see the Blazers right now 4-0. This is hilarious. The top 3 teams in the West right now are the Blazers, Jazz, and Spurs. Then you've got Phoenix at 3-1, Pels at 3-1, Grizz at 3-1, and then the 2-2 bros of the Nuggets, T-Wolves, and Warriors and Clippers. Right, that's 10 teams right now. 10 teams. When you look at now the Jazz and Spurs, you imagine are going to fall out, right? So if you put the Jazz and Spurs down here, that means one of Dallas, the Rockets, the Thunder, the Kangs, and the Lakers. So to me, this is really coming down, but for like those 10 seeds between the Lakers and the Kings for that 10th spot, because Dallas is going to be up there. Dallas is going to be in the top 9. So the Clippers are, the Warriors are, the Wolves, Nuggets, Grizzlies, Pelicans. Right? Did I count that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. And so, I mean, listen, if the Jazz or Spurs end up being legit, they're going to give a run. They're going to give the Lakers a run. But yeah, I think that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun down the stretch again, because as we continue to point out, the Lakers don't have their own pick. And if they fall out into the lottery, it's going to be funny. I mean, it's definitely going to be in the lottery because they're not getting out of the playing game. I'll tell you that right now, unless they make some wild moves. Anything else? Anything else from the NBA landscape that we need to talk about? Yeah, D Rose is asking if we're all on Reddit right now. No, I haven't jumped on the Reddit train. It's too far. It's too far gone. It's too far gone. Memphis isn't at full strength either. Yeah. Jaren Jackson Jr. seems to be trending in the right direction. So hopefully we get him back soon for my bags. Let's pull this up here again too. We're gonna fire up a giveaway in just a wee bit. Like the stream, you have to subscribe to Team Hold and put hashtag 4rings in there. For those that don't get that reference, that's what Klay kept saying before he got kicked out. So put hashtag 4rings in the chat. We'll fire that up in a bit. Would you take Buddy Turner or Clarkson, Conley, Gay pick for Russ and 2 picks? So here's the thing, man. I'd probably do Buddy and Turner, David, but I don't think. Oh man, I can't tell. I just don't think the Lakers have any leverage right now because of how desperate it looks, right? How desperate they look. And if that's the case, I don't think either of those teams have to do that. Like if the Pacers feel like they can get a better deal elsewhere just by doing them one at a time or whatever, I don't know. I think Buddy and Turner is better for them because of the shooting that Buddy and Turner both bring to the table. Clarkson, I mean, if you need someone to shoot, man, Clarkson will absolutely chuck. But I'll tell you what, all 3 of those guys of Clarkson, Conley, and Gay are going to be gone soon. They are going to actually all 5 of those guys are going to be gone. But I don't know. I don't know. Like, I feel like the Lakers are way more desperate than we're realizing. And I feel like the price is just going to keep going up. No way Rick Carlisle tolerates Russ. Yeah, well, Russ isn't going to be playing for the Pacers. I'll tell you that right now. He's going to be going home. He will not be playing. I don't even know. Like, the Hornets are probably the only team that I can see Russ getting traded to and then playing. Because even Utah doesn't really make sense. Because like Russ is going to run his way into a couple of wins, and that's not what Utah is trying to do. So Charlotte's the only team that I can see him getting traded to, and they're like, all right, fine, you want to play? because Charlotte will continue to be rudderless for as long as we follow him. But yeah, I think that's going to happen soon. I wonder if he goes home first. Noam says, here's an idea. Buy out Westbrook, send one pick to the Jazz. Suns get Clarkson, Lakers get Crowder. That's a good one. That's a good one. It's kind of weird that Crowder's just still not playing, huh? It's kind of weird that Crowder is just still not playing. They like briefly mentioned that on the broadcast last night where they showed James Jones. Shout out James Jones, looking fresh, looking the same age since the last time I saw him. All right, let's go. You guys want to go over to Top Shot for a little bit, see what's going on over there, see how the Top Shot streets are cooking. I wanted to just look at the market in general and see how things are moving. I saw there were a couple of different tweet threads yesterday about new users, new user acquisition and whatnot. We got to stop being surprised that new users aren't coming in, right? We can't turn the page every like Monday and be like, holy shit, no new users. Yeah. I mean, nothing has happened that would make us believe that new users were all of a sudden going to come, right? We haven't seen any sort of like real marketing things. Also, can I want to point something out here for a second. I want to do this tactfully because I don't think this is like one person's fault or anything. And I don't want this to, don't start tagging people being like, oh, you guys need to do better. But there was something I noticed yesterday that I don't fully understand the thought process here from NBA Top Shot when it comes to some of their content. And here we go. So they recently posted a video of Cade Cunningham doing his thing, right? Listen. So it's this video right here. And so they 477 views. I mean, that's like, and 3 comments. That's like, I mean, my videos get more than that. And I think what's frustrating about this is, right, like if you know anything about, and listen, I'm happy to be wrong here. This is a 2.5-minute video. There's like one rule in YouTube. There's one rule in YouTube, and that's like you either have to do a video that's over 10 minutes long or under 2 minutes long. Or under a minute, really. You get like those 2.5-minute videos just like live in no man's land. And you just had Cade Cunningham like propping up your product. Like that's it. That's it. That was like, I just don't understand. I feel like listen, there's probably limitations that I don't understand. There's probably limitations to what they can do that I'm unaware of. But man, I don't know. Have Cade recreate these moments. I just feel like there's other, just a 2.5-minute video on YouTube, yeah, like 477 views. I just feel like there's a better use of your time and your money. And maybe there's no views because there's no interest in it right now. But you sickos are tuning into this, right? And we'll hit over that. That really confused me. You got Cade Cunningham, dude. You should be doing some viral stuff with him in a chef costume and shit like that. And you know what? Maybe it's popping on TikTok. And so it doesn't. And maybe this was just like, hey, a YOLO thing. If we're doing it on TikTok, we might as well do it over there. So let me go over to TikTok and see if it's cooking. If it's cooking over on, if it's cooking on there, then maybe we'll be like, hey, Mike, you just chill out, okay? Let's see what we got for Cade. All right, so here's Cade, and it's 2,300 views. Let's see what the likes look like. 362. So, okay, that's a little bit better. And then let's go over to Twitter and see what's happening over there. And maybe it's popping over there. This is the first edition. Oh, no, this was yesterday. It's got 95 likes. I don't know. I feel like, just felt like a wasted opportunity with Cade, but whatever. I don't know. Regulator said Team Hold got a shutout in Steady breaks last. Dude, shout out Steady, which just reminded me I have to D him back. Sorry, Steady, if you're watching this. I owe you a DM. I owe you a DM, sir. And again, I'm not saying this is one person's fault or anything like that. That just felt like a missed opportunity. I feel like there's more you could have done with Cade. It's probably more effective to market to new use. Okay. Well, Paul. Listen, I would love to agree with you here, Paul, but we have been told that it's actually bad to market during the playoffs. And we were told from Top Shot, from the leadership of Top Shot, that it's bad to market during the playoffs, that we should be marketed. The only time to actually market is like a month before the season and then at the beginning of the season. So I don't know, man. I don't know. The Cade stuff is good for brand awareness, but it's not. Yeah. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying the Cade stuff brings in new users. That's not what I was saying at all. That is not what I was saying. I was just saying there's a better way to use Cade in those videos. Like if you're gonna make those videos, let's get some eyeballs on it. Let's have some fun. All right, let's go. Let's go back over to what I said I was going to do initially before I went on a rant. Let's take a look at the sets and see if anything's been moving and shaking in the last 7 days. Let's look at the 7-day forecast. Again, I don't really count the legendaries because one buy like wildly swings it, right? But that's up 110. The dynamic duos seem to have settled a little bit. Let's take a, and again, this is up because they're continuing to add new moments. So take that for what it's worth. But let's look at from this moment on. Let's look at the moments. Why do I got to scroll down too far for that? That was stupid. Ooh, Plunge Father. Hey, Plunge, listen, saw your tweet today. The first 30 minutes of this show is always basketball recaps, baby. Getting Top Shots for Christmas when you don't know what Top Shot is sounds like a bad gift. There we go. All right, let's see what the dynamic duo is. Do we have to yell at anybody? We'll sort by the low ask. So the Golden State Warriors seems to be the highest one, but let's see how many over 200. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 200 so far. That's a good sign. The Nuggets at 122. Wow. Bulls 111. Any under 100? Yeah, we get 2 under 100. The Magic and the Pacers, and honestly, makes sense. But the dynamic duos, people seem to be pretty happy about the dynamic duos, so I'm happy for them. You know what I mean? Let's see. Anything else? We get the rare season tip-off is up a little bit. Rim Shakers. Shout out the Rim Shakers. Denied. All right, so ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Ooh, 30, 31. I think it's 31. 31 in the green. Guys, is Top Shot back? Top Shot is back. But that's solid. Oh, that was sarcasm. I'm sorry. My bad. The last 5 dynamic duos come out today. That's exciting. Nomass, why would anything move before the floor? Yeah, I mean, that's right. That's exactly right. I don't think anything but the floor is going to be the thing that moves while we continue to burn stuff and while these cheap challenges continue to happen. It's going to be the floor. But listen, that's a start, right? That's a start. And then as people like the grail moments aren't going to move until people are excited about the platform again, right? Oh, Stan, how's your Denver dynamic duo? Oh, that's right. You missed out because you didn't pay attention. RIP. I know. Our W squad goals around 100. You getting a Liberty? I'm not. I think I just missed out on that one as well. I think I missed out on that. Thoughts on Ireland beating England in the ICC T20 World Cup? Hey, really pumped for our boys. Our boys went out there and worked hard. Plunge, I'll tell you that right now. That's all I got for you. I am excited for the World Cup, though. And that's only like a couple weeks away, right? I love it. Give me daytime sports gambling. That's what we're here for. I wonder why it's only cheap challenges. Why not mix it up? Gnome, I will say, though, maybe it's early, right? We were only a couple of challenges in. I'm sure we're going to get some spicier ones as time goes on. So I'm not freaking out about it yet. I'm seeing the Wi-Fi go bad. I bet we'll see some other spicier stuff. And we'll listen. We're now a weekend. I imagine we're going to get some hot packs or a pack drop soon. So we'll see. But good to see like a handful of stuff is up. I feel like there's overall sentiment is like right, like even, right, flatlined, which is probably good because considering where we were before, that feels like a positive, right? So we set the bar at a place where like that actually feels good, and that is good. Today is La Liga. Yeah, so I think the first La Liga drop is coming. Listen, I learned. Oh, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow's La Liga's first drop. Yeah, I learned my lesson. I started lining up for some NFL day drops early on, right? And I was paying like 250 for like a rare and some garbage. I will not be lining up for $200 packs. I am in closed beta. I'm sure that, listen, I'm sure there's money to be made. If you're a soccer fan, a footy fan, if you will, if you're a La Liga fan, there's probably a ton of excitement for it. And then go get it. Go after it. Go have some fun. You should enjoy it. I am going to be sitting this out. The biggest reason that I'm going to be sitting it out is because my brain is absolutely stuffed with content right now. We're doing SoRare, we're doing Top Shot, we're doing NFL all day, we're doing so much stuff. Okay, that it's just too much. It's too much. Okay, I can't do anymore. So we're not going to be doing La Liga. Name 4 players that play in the La Liga, says Plunge. Benzema. Is Benzema still in La Liga? How about the Polark, Lewandowski, Robert Lewandowski, Croatian sensation Luka Modric. How about who else is in there? That's 3, right? Oh, Messi. Messi's in there. Come on, baby, Messi. That might be it, though. I might be capped at 4. I don't know if I have many more than 4. I don't think so. PK, is Gerard PK? PK, is he still playing? I'm trying to think of guys that I played when I used to play FIFA. Ousmane Dembele, he's still in there, right? Oh, Messi's in France. Messi's in Paris. I love that I got one wrong and everyone's freaking out. I don't know, guys. Look at everybody's so mad that I didn't know who Messi played for. I don't give a fuck. There we go. I couldn't name one team in the league. Dembele is 4. There we go. We got Dembele in there. Dembele. I think it's with the confidence in which I said that Messi was in there that was the problem. Man, I was trying to think if I still had more, but I don't anymore. That's it. I'm capped out. Name 7 players on the Kings. This is fun. We can just keep doing this. 7 players on the Kings. Peja Stojakovic. Mike, hop in the Champions League DK tourneys this afternoon. I can't, dude. I am getting my just absolute nuts kicked in. So I think I'm going to sit it out. Wait, are you guys lining up for the La Liga stuff, though? Are you getting in there? Real quick, I wanted to go over to SoRare too and show you my ass teams right now. So I've got 3 lineups in here at the moment, and if you guys haven't signed up for the sweet SoRare, you guys should do so. We're having fun with this. I put a value video out yesterday because I think a lot of people are out there thinking. I think a lot of people are out there, and I'll go back to Top Shot. I saw some questions come in. That are like, oh yeah, we just, I got ass players. If I got bad players, you can't make lineups. But the thing is, what's great about this game, in my opinion, and similar to DraftKings, is it's kind of capped, right? It's almost like a salary cap game. So you need to be able to have some of these cheaper guys to make it happen for you. But my common lineups are pretty much dead in the water. So you look at the common contender, like Dame was fine, Brunson was fine, but McBride's not going to get any time. Rolo's not going to get any time, and Torrey Craig, whatever. This lineup has been tough because Şengün is going to miss another game. He's out tonight. So I had Jokic, LeBron, Sadiq Bey, Şengün, and Santi Aldama. Santi Aldama, which has been a great get. But the contender, which is the one that I'm excited about, since these are the ones where I scoop some of these moments. So I've got Keldon Big Body Johnson, who's going to be playing tonight. And I'm hoping, because Devin Vassell is out, Keldon and Primo both cook. Usman Garuba, who I thought was going to be the first center in for the Rockets because Şengün was out, so I picked him up. However, they went Jabari Smith Jr. as a small ball, so that was a problem. And then I got Javon Carter, and I need Ben Simmons to come back to life. So right now, this is like 221, 2100. If you look at the prize pool for this too, so you get limited tier 1 cards for 1 through 3. Top 750 get a limited one. So I've been really digging it. I've been really digging this. I've been having a lot of fun with it. So I recommend checking it out. If you haven't. We'll be doing some more SoRare specific content as we continue to go. I think tonight I might dive in some auctions on Shot Tank while we're live. Do you think Top Shot market is up or down from here by the All-Star break? Wow, Josh. I don't know, man. I think that's a good question. I'm trying to approach this from the mindset of that everything is down. Everything is down. And glad like I think I'm tired of just having my hopes up about it. So I'm just gonna wait until they give me reasons to believe. What song is that? Need a reason to believe. But I'm just gonna wait till they give me some hope, and then we'll go from there. So I don't even want to spec on it, but it seems like they're trending in the right direction. I think they have a long way to go. And we'll go from there. Who's playing Super Draft tonight? Yeah, the Super Draft. Shout out to Judge, who put together a Super Draft contest. I'll actually, why don't I pull that up right now so we can look at it? The $15 entry fee was a little bit steeper than I think people were expecting. But we'll go over here. When you look at the contest for tonight, I think, listen, it's a $15 entry. Right now is 194. It's capped out at 800. I don't know if this gets to 800, but maybe it does if you all sign up. But first place is the LeBron James Top Shot debut. Second place is a Zion Top Shot debut. Then you get a Donovan Hollow, a KPJ Hollow, an Ant MGLE. So the top 10 are paid out in Top Shot moments, with 10th being a Darius Garland Top Shot debut, I think. And then from 11th to 15th is 60. You get all the way down to 100. Top 150 of this get paid. And it's guaranteed prize pool. So listen, my non-financial advice would be pay attention to how many people entered. Pay attention to how many people enter, and then we can go from there. Oh, there we go. Naked XYZ, fresh bong water. Good to see you. Good to see you. Eagle Pup put in 2 entries. Oh, the dog. Dog came in hot. What's up, Bandy? Dog came in hot. That's hilarious. He usually doesn't do that when I'm on air. But yeah, we'll have I'm probably gonna fire a couple entries into that just because that seems fun. I think you're capped out at doing 15. I wouldn't recommend doing that. Again, unless it stays under like 400 contestants. But one of the cool things about it when you build the lineup is you have to use your Top Shot moments. So there you go. #utility. We're all gonna make it. We're all gonna make it, baby. I don't know. I got a few minutes left. Anything else? Let me remind the people one more time for the giveaway too. The dog is losing his mind this morning. Remind the people what the giveaway is, or how to get in. You got to like the stream, subscribe, put #4rings in there. I think I'm going to be back today at noon for a football show, but I'm honestly going to play it by ear and see where we're at. I don't know if I have enough. I don't know if we have enough juice to do a football show at the moment right now. And then maybe we wait until Friday. I know the Thurman Thomas, the historical crafting challenges are done. So people are jacked up about that. So I don't know. We'll see. It might be a pre-recorded video that I just put together. Yeah, we needed that bandy energy. You're right, Jump Shoot. Trying to look at, I see JJL Smith Diamond in the chat. Look at you guys sneaking in there at the end. Good to see. I'll also remember to actually spin the freaking wheel this time around. I didn't do that yesterday. That was pretty embarrassing. Had one job. But Shot Tank tonight, 9 o'clock over on NBA Top Shot Talks channel. What do we have? We have tomorrow, we have the basketball show in the morning at 9 a.m. going over. We got a big slate tonight, too. 10 games. So tomorrow we'll have more hoops talk. And then Friday, oh my God, Nerdbird in the chat, too. Look at all these OGs in the house. I saw Matt Loftus today. We saw Nerdbird. But yeah, and then Thursday we'll have the morning show, and then Friday we'll have the morning show. We'll have the football show, and then we'll have some fun, SoRare content as well. Chop said this morning was the first time I heard about these historical challenges. Haven't paid much attention all day this week. It seems like, and even based on the numbers and shows and tweets and stuff like that, I don't know if this was like the first week where everybody got busy. Like if work got busy, there's just too much. They're like, wow, I have football on Sunday, I have basketball on Sunday. Like there's just stuff happening all the time. I'm wondering if people are a little overwhelmed by the amount of stuff they have to keep track of. I'm feeling it. I am feeling it. I mean, that's why I was so out on doing La Liga. So there we go. Nerdbird said, snuck in at the end at first, didn't know Mike was petting the dog and thought, what is happening? Yeah, you're getting some only Zans. You know what I'm saying? All right, he's gone now. Let's see if are you going to be able to see him? I can't tell. There, you see the tail. Let's see if I can. There he goes. There he goes. The Bandino. The Bandino. Just, surveying his kingdom right now. Historical challenge and Top Shot. Yeah, they did. They had a crafting challenge. Wow, so everyone's learning for the first time. It's over though, right? It already ended. It's over now. All Day still hasn't sent the premium pack from a week and a half ago. Should I start tagging? Ryan, did you? That might be on me then. Oh, let me double check. That actually might be on me. I thought I sent that over, but maybe if was that from when I was streaming from. I'll follow up on that because I know they sent out a lot of them, so I'll follow up. All right, let's wrap this up here. We're gonna spin this. I don't even know what you're gonna win yet, but if you do win, shoot me a DM either on Twitter or on the Discord, and I'll give you a little gifty gift. If you haven't signed up for the Discord, get there. Rowdy Rod, dude, Rowdy Rod. There you go, big dubs, Rowdy Rod. Yeah, but join the Discord if you haven't done that. I'm gonna drop the SoRare link one more time. You guys should sign up for that. It's free when you sign up, so you just get 20 free cards. You can mess around with the free common challenges, or you can get feisty in some of the other ones. But yeah, we'll be back a little bit later this afternoon with something. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but with something. Good luck out there today. We will see you all tomorrow. Theme song, and we are out.
Well, the top side streets are a dangerous place.